It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you've come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. Monday, what's up? We just got to see some dirt get broke. And you might have even got to see it live on Raider Reaction. It was a nice ceremony. And we'll get into that in a minute. Because what do we do on Monday and Wednesdays on Raider Reaction, Raider Nation? Prime, you're going to have to comment so I can pull you in. We drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide as we touch on all the hot league topics coming out of the weekend that just was week 10. Let's see here. And as always, Prime, throw a comment up for me so I can pull you in. You're on the page. That's why. You need to be as yourself. So we will pull Prime in here in a second as he will join us. He's the Raider Reaction resident sports guru who joins us every Monday and Wednesday to help me rip through all of the news. And we will pull him in here shortly. Hello. Come on, Prime. Where you at? Well, let me get started. Obviously, let's start with the biggest news in the Raider world, which happened today, about an hour ago. We had the groundbreaking in Vegas. A lot of Raider greats were in attendance. You had Plunkett, Tom Flores, Howie Long, among others. George Lopez was the MC. I can't remember the name of the lady, something Lee, I believe, who sang the intro and the lead away song was amazing. Well, what an amazing performance. And I thought it was, the parking I've heard was a big issue as well, Bob, and I'm still waiting. Obviously, a lot of you know this is, I have some background in this kind of stuff, and the parking is a big question mark for me too. Yes, the facility looks beautiful. Yes, the renderings are gorgeous. Yes, does it look like there's tailgating area around it, but how do you tailgate if you can't park there? Hence the name tailgating. If you can't drop your tailgate and hang out at said facility and party, then it is not tailgating. So that is the biggest question I have, is how are they going to deal with the parking situation to make it the same kind of fan experience before the game? That's my biggest question with the whole thing. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure that will be addressed. So still having some technical difficulties here, trying to pull Prime in. So we will... no, you are not you yet. You are still the page. And I cannot pull you in when you are the page. So, let's touch on... Start with... Thursday Night Football of last week. The Battle of the Birds. Seattle at Arizona. Now, a big injury obviously came out of it. Was Richard Sherman down for the year. Byron Maxwell they're going to bring back to help fill the void. But a big hit to the defense of the Seahawks. 6-3 as they move up, taking the win. Cardinals drop to 4-5. The Cardinals are on the slide, man. Without Carson Palmer in there, they're not the same team. Drew Stanton is not the guy. Just not. I'm not sure, Philip. I'm sure there's reasons you would think. You would think he would have been a guy that garnered a little interest, and I really didn't hear his name on the radar at all in the offseason. It looked like they wanted to address that problem through the draft by the first 2 draft picks. However, didn't work out that way. So, as we all seen, Conley has been set for the year. Obi has just come back, and he's yet to really make any impact whatsoever. Marquell Lee is shelved, and Vanderdoes is the only servicing rookie that we currently have. So, that is a problem. Let me see. I'm going to do something right quick here to see if I can get Prime in the show. Well, let me help out here. Apologize for the technical difficulty here. All right, Prime, you should be yourself now. Because I just removed you as an admin. For temporary purposes. I'll add you back in later. So, now, Prime, go comment, and you should be as yourself. Because you can't be Raider Reaction now, because you're not. We'll see if we can get this baby rolling here. So we've had some... Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Don't make me blush now. Apologize. We are trying to get Prime in here. There you go. There's the man. The man with the plan. Difficulties there. But as he joins us every Monday and Wednesday, our Raider Reaction, resident sports guru, the man has been a ring announcer for pro MMA and boxing, PA announcer for professional soccer, play-by-play and color commentary for college basketball and college football as well. He's the man. What's up?
Yo, what's up? Took a second for the internet to catch up, apparently, but everything's
all right. Well, we got over it.
Too bad. I doubt you did, but nonetheless, man, let's talk some football.
Yes. Let's get right into it. So, where I was at, Seahawks Cardinals. Seahawks grab another win. They're 6-3, man. They're looking sneaky good, but they lost some real defensive power with Richard Sherman going down.
Boom. All right. That defense took a serious hit. They've already lost another defensive lineman as well. So right now, I'm sorry. I don't know how only because of their championship pedigree will I say that's how they've won. Because honestly, the Seahawks are not that good. They're not that good.
I agree. They just keep keep kind of sneaking by, and I think they're a little fraudulent myself. I don't think they're as good as their record, but they're kind of in a soft division, man. I mean, you got, who do they got? The Rams. The Rams are their big. Well, that's because Prime Garner's a much better intro than me, Lines.
Yeah, sorry about that, Lines. You know, I've called like pro soccer. I've been ring announcers for,
man. Come on,
man. Mixed martial arts. I've been involved in that game. I've done a little bit of everything. College football, college basketball, all that is for real. As I've got my communications
degree. Before we go on, though, Prime, it's just nice to have Lines in the show tonight because he's not with us all the time anymore because he's a busy man. So I'm just glad to have Lines here. It's nice that you're here. Welcome.
I'm just glad to be back. But yeah, it's good to see you too, Lines. Yeah, so.
All righty. So, well, let's move on from that game. I'd already touched on a little bit before I pulled you in. Let's jump to the Cincinnati, Tennessee. Cincinnati at Tennessee. Cincinnati goes down again, 20-24. They're 3-6. Tennessee 6-3. Tennessee's kind of sneaky good all of a sudden.
Yeah, Tennessee is sneaky good. And see, the thing is with with the quarterback, as he gets healthier and healthier, Mariota, I mean, he's a really strong runner right now with a bum wing, man. He's got a bad leg, so he's not running. So right now, all he is doing is sitting in the pocket and throwing. Now, once he starts getting on his horse again, once he starts running, then that team becomes seriously dangerous with that running game they have. Not to mention the strong tight end, and even their wide receivers are getting a little play. Rashard Matthews is making a name for himself. Like, yeah, Titans, they are sneaky good.
I thought they were going to be a good team this year. That's why we were looking at when we played them in week 1. I thought it was going to be a really good matchup, and we've kind of went a little bit in different directions. They've seemed to more up. We're on an upward trend here finally, but we were down in the dumpster for a second, but we did turn it up. So, yeah, the Titans, the Bengals, man, they just find a way to lose. Another Ohio team that finds a way to lose is the Browns, who went to Detroit, and for a minute there, it looked like they were going to give Detroit a run for their money.
Yeah, it looked like a game. It looked like a game for a minute, and then halftime happened, and I don't know, they tried to run Kaiser, something like that, up the middle, and then they just couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Man.
I was watching it. I was watching it with one of my friends, and we were saying this. He's like, I think the Browns are going to win. I said, dude, come on. The Browns will find a way to fuck this up before it gets over. They will find a way to brown it out at the end. I guarantee it. No, did they ever. Their bottom just fell out. And that's why they're the only winless team in the league. Because they find a way to lose.
Yeah, 49ers won one.
Speaking of teams that find a way to lose, let's go to L.A. and talk about the Chokers.
Oh, let's talk about those Chargers.
It's why we call them the Chokers, because they invent ways to lose. The Jags did everything in their power to give them the damn game, and they still didn't want it. Not only did they lose, they might have lost their quarterback too, because he got his bell rung. So,
yeah, right towards the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm happy that they lost. They're 3-6 now. They've dropped to the cellar. Oh, they stayed in the cellar. They were there anyway, but the Jags. What do you think about the Jags, Prime? They're another team that's 6-3 and kind of snuck up there.
Yeah, but see, the Jags have an old school recipe for wins in the NFL. And that is, of course, a really legitimately strong defense and a running game. Now, Blake Bortles is their weakest spot right there, but even he can hit Marquise Lee and, whatever other wide receiver, Allen Hurns. Those guys get a little bit of play. I'm telling you what, and they got a really good rookie running back. So, yeah, the Jaguars are going to be one to contend with. And since Houston lost their quarterback, there's a good chance the Jaguars could win that division.
I'm just not I like everything else the Jags had going on. I think they've done good with the running backs, and they got good wide receivers. Their defense has played solid. But it comes back to Blake Bortles to me, and I am not sold on Blake Bortles because there were some throws in that game that were freaking horrible. At the end of the game interception, that ball was 15 damn yards. The wide receiver threw his arms up in the air and looked up at the ball like, what in the hell? And it just sailed over his head. And that was like a game-winning drive that you were going for, and you just can't throw passes like that when you just can't.
But still, Jacksonville, they found their way to 6-3. You know, I'm still not ready to call them Saxonville, but
hell no. Look at their division. You know.
Yeah, their division is definitely soft. I mean, talk about soft divisions. The NFC West, I mean, it's not as soft as, I don't know, I think you were alluding to earlier. Now, the AFC South, the AFC, the Rams are looking solid. I mean, even Cardinals are still not terrible. Like, Cardinals are still pretty good. Even with Drew Stanton.
Yeah.
But that was a strong D.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not sold on Drew Stanton yet either. He's got to show me a little more, but we'll see. We'll see.
But the Jags, I think they are. I mean, they got a real soft division, real soft. With Indianapolis,
I think there's another team, the team that played Indianapolis this week, the Steelers, 7-2. Can you get a softer damn division to play in than they're playing in this season? Like, seriously. You got the freaking Colts, your biggest competition.
Well, the Steelers aren't in the same division as
No, sorry, not the Steelers. They're with the Ravens. Oh, Jesus Christ. Freaking total brain fart.
It's all right. Happens to the best of us. But, yeah, man, I mean, the Steelers have this crazy knack for playing down to their opponents. But in the same breath, man, they can play up to their opponents. So, really, they're probably the biggest wild card in the playoff situation coming up, because it's really just a matter, are they going to show up? You know, they looked a little bit rusty coming off the bye week. But then again, I mean, once that offense gets rolling, when it's rolling, it's hard to stop.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing the Browns, the Bengals, Ravens. It's not a juggernaut of a division. It's not. But it is what it is. You got to play this on your schedule. The Patriots have been going to the playoffs for how many years now because they've got shit in their division. It's just the way it works out.
Yeah, that's the way it works out. But the Steelers, man, I'm telling you, probably one of the best running backs in the league. Le'Veon Bell is that. Now they've got this rookie, or is he second year? Second year, he's a rookie, Juju Schuster-Smith or whatever his name is. I'm going to just call him Juju like his mama named him. Juju balls out, dude. That's why Martavis Bryant got all butthurt, man. That's why Martavis Bryant was like, I want out of here. I can't get enough PT because Juju was making moves. And Juju balls out. He is a big play waiting to happen. And that is for real.
Well, but you can't go to Indianapolis and squeak it out against the Colts. I mean, you gotta. I don't know. They just don't they do got talent, but I don't see them clicking like they should be clicking. So
yeah, but the Colts have been in a few games this year. It's not like they're always getting blown out. Not like they were San Francisco or even New York now. But I mean, the Colts have actually competed. I mean, Jacoby, what's his name? The quarterback now.
I had to start him this week because Carr was on a bye.
And he balled out for you, didn't he? Yeah.
All right.
He's been doing all right pretty much since he came into the starting role. So.
Yeah, all right. Just you need more than all right, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, they need more around him because T.Y. Hilton, he'll go hard for you every time, even though he got bottled up a couple weeks ago. Anyway, came back. Still, T.Y. Hilton's he's definitely a baller, dude. I'm sure every team in the league would like to have T.Y. Hilton.
I guess. Who the hell doesn't want a top flight wide receiver? Everybody gets a top flight wide receiver. Now, I don't know if you caught any of this game, Prime. The Jets at the Bucks. Now, I happened to be driving by because I had to go over to the Home Depot over in that neck of the woods, and I drove right by that stadium, and I could look right in there, and that son of a bitch was as empty as some people's heads that I know. And it's a good thing the seats are red because it made it look like there were people there. Because there wasn't a damn soul in that stadium. That son of a bitch was empty as hell. And it's a good thing it was empty because that was a horrible football game. Horrible football game. 10 to 15.
I mean, the Bucks were playing pretty mediocre before Jameis went out. And then you take away Mike Evans, who was suspended for this game. When Deshaun Jackson's the class of your skill positions, he's a great number 2 or number 3, but he should not be your number 1. Not anymore.
No, he's small to be your number 1. He's a speed guy, spread the field type guy. He's not your go across the middle and no. He'll get killed.
Well, he's been in the league like 10 years.
I know. He has been in the league like 10 years, but running deep routes and flies, you don't see him rolling across the middle a whole lot.
Yeah, but
that's not what he's there for either. That's not what he's there for.
Run, Deshaun.
He's the speed guy. He's the burner. He's the one that's supposed to stretch the field.
Right.
But, yeah, that was just a horrible game. Horrible game. But the Bucks won, so they're off the snide. They got them a win. They're 3-6 now. That drops the Jets to 4-6. Who still, for what we thought the Jets were going to be, that's pretty damn good.
Well, everybody was saying the Jets were tanking, and then all of a sudden they won a couple of games, and they did not play like the Jets have not played like they were tanking. Josh McCown's trying to have a renaissance or something like it's the return, it's the comeback. He's a comeback player of the year if you ask me.
Yeah, the ownership was tanking, but you can't go in and tell the players, hey, you guys, we need you to lose this week. You just try to assemble what you think is a shitty enough team that they're going to lose on their own. Kind of like the major league philosophy. Yeah. We just get a bunch of defense and put them in here and give them a crappy coach and no talent. They're going to lose, right? No. The will of a goddamn professional athlete is they're going to go out and play their ass off.
Yeah, so the Jets, they're just screwing the pooch when it comes to the dreams of the management, man. They really thought they were going to try and tank and get one of these hot college quarterbacks that are coming out next year and all that kind of good stuff. No, instead they're just going to be mediocre.
No such luck. No such luck. Yeah,
if you were just joining us, this is the Raider Reaction featuring Prime and the Commish. Yeah, talking football all night long. Just going over the news of the week and some of the games.
Yep. Hitting on all the stuff that just happened in Week 10. Obviously, the Raiders were on bye. But there was a whole slate of games, so we gotta stay up to date on what is going on. Let's move into the NFC North as you had the Packers at the Bears. Surprisingly, they did not look that bad with Hundley in there.
All right, so they were playing the Bears.
True.
So yeah, Hundley looks pretty good playing the Bears. It was really funny because after that game, I actually saw the end of it, and they interviewed Brett Hundley. He was like, yeah, we got a win under our belt. We just got to keep this momentum going. He is already just opening up the fridge and taking out the same old crap that every other quarterback says. Yeah, looking forward to next week. Keep the momentum going. Yeah, all right, Brett Hundley. Like, you were just, oh, my gosh.
Let me get my book of cliches here.
Yeah.
I got to thank my offensive line. It's all about the team.
Right. So yeah,
I can't do it by myself. It takes a team. Yeah, like come on, we've all done it all before.
But Green Bay wasn't going to lose them all without Aaron Rodgers.
No, because they had the Bears to play still. So
yeah, exactly. But you know what? How the MVP doesn't go to Aaron Rodgers, I don't know.
Yeah, he's like
that team is straight garbage without him. With him, then all of a sudden they got Pro Bowlers, But all those guys, Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, Yeah, none of them. They got that running back, Aaron Jones, whatever. It does not
like
matter.
But it's
It
like
does
that
not
on
matter.
any team that has a top flight quarterback. I mean, look what happened to the Raiders last year when Carr went down. If you take
You can't really tell he went down at the end of the season, man.
Well, I
It
know,
was a
but
playoff
they
game.
died. They died completely when he left. They were nothing. They were a shell. It's kind of, I mean, you take the quarterback is so important, and there's just not. I mean, look at the level of quarterbacks in the league right now. We were talking about this yesterday. The new level. There's just you've got the old guys that are getting ready to leave, and then you got your new top flight guys, your Matt Ryan, your Derek Carr, the Dak Prescott, the young guys that look like they could be the next elites coming in. And then you got this whole group of these guys that are just like, I don't know what you are. If you're a backup, are you really a starter? Those are your Osweilers, your Bortles, all these like these middle of the road. There's just a whole bunch of middle of the road quarterbacks that I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah. So how Colin Kaepernick is not one of the 32 best quarterbacks in this country right now? I don't know.
It's a little bit of a head scratcher.
Yep. I don't get it.
When Josh Johnson's getting hired, yeah.
Josh Johnson?
Yeah.
Didn't he play for the Bucs?
He ain't done nothing ever.
Yeah.
And he got it. Yeah. I mind, Ben. Hey, it's what it is. When you make waves, people don't want to deal with controversy, and that's just the way it is.
Oh, it goes a little bit beyond that now, but
it's getting deep now. I don't even want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. It's getting deep.
Nope.
Moving on. We don't even want to touch that shit. That's toxic. All right. Buffalo. What the hell happened to Buffalo this weekend?
They got spanked at home. It was actually Buffalo. This season was still undefeated in Buffalo until Sunday.
Wow. What? The most exciting thing about Buffalo is just watching the fans throw themselves through tables before the game. Other than that, the game's secondary in Buffalo, apparently. Did you see some of these videos that popped up again from this weekend? It's absurd. No. This guy takes his buddy up on the tailgate of a truck, dude, and picks him up in full power bomb, locks him up, and drives him through one of them tables. Now, the table doesn't break. He's lucky he didn't break his buddy's freaking neck. He landed on the back of his neck on that table and bounced off because the thing was frozen solid, hard plastic. He's lucky he didn't break his neck. These guys are idiots. And then did you see the streaker? It's Buffalo. You know how fucking cold it is in Buffalo right now?
I bet everybody knows how cold it is in Buffalo right now. If there was a streaker, no way.
Butt-ass naked, completely nude, dude, and runs right down the middle of the field.
Oh, wow. For some reason, that was not on the Red Zone channel.
I've been drunk before, but have you ever been drunk enough to strip butt naked and run down the middle of a football field in sub-zero temperature?
No.
I've never been that drunk.
No, I've never been that. I've been close. But I haven't quite been that drunk. Now, if it were summertime, that's a whole nother story.
Well, I'm still just to run butt naked through the middle of a football field. I don't think there's enough booze you can put in me.
Oh, I feel that there is enough booze that can be put in me. Now, shortly after I sprint, all that booze is coming out of me. But we'll get it done.
That's the football game is secondary to Bills fans. They just come there to get fucked the hell up and throw people through tables and run around naked, and chicks are giving fellatio between cars in pregame.
What?
There's all kinds of crazy. Dude, I'm telling you, the videos I have seen from the Bills pregames are insane. I just want to go just so I can walk around and video. Because there'd be some crazy stuff. I didn't see nothing like that in Miami.
All right. Let's get out of Buffalo. Man.
Oh, all right.
Oh, so I forgot who they played now. Who beat them?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Oh, yeah. I wanted to talk about New Orleans. New Orleans looks good.
Oh,
the last thing Drew Brees needed was a running game and a defense, and he got him. And, man, alive on a stick. The Saints are real. The Saints are legit in the NFC.
Adrian Peterson sitting there in Arizona being like, fuck. Damn it. Should have swallowed my ego a little bit. Maybe hung around. Could have maybe got a ring or a chance at one.
Oh, man. No, Adrian Peterson needs the ball 25 times a game, just like beast mode. That's how that works.
Yeah. They just didn't. With Kamara coming up and being so good, and that wasn't as they weren't expecting that. Because they thought,
yeah, and Ingram's already established.
Yeah, so there wasn't enough for a third wheel there. But he went to the right team. He just wasn't the right guy, unfortunately for him. But that's what it is.
Well, now he's in Arizona, and I suspect when they're not faced with a pretty good defensive line like Seattle has, they'll be all right. I mean, the week before, I think Adrian Peterson had 150 yards. So.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they need a quarterback. Not having Palmer is going to hurt him. Let's see. Moving on. Which ones have we touched on? This was a fairly good game. Minnesota, man. Minnesota at Washington, 38-30. They take the win. They just keep whoever the hell's under center. They keep pulling it out.
Well, it's been Case Keenum since Bradford went down, and Case Keenum's gotten the job done. He had like one rough game, and your old Raider running back Latavius Murray, he actually had a good game. Like Minnesota,
lucked out because everybody got hurt in front of him, so he made a bad move, but. It's worked out for
Minnesota's going to go ahead and wind up winning that division if they're not careful, man. But I don't know about bringing Teddy Bridgewater back. I don't care. I don't think he was a Pro Bowl when he was playing. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I don't know what it is. He's got a worse arm than Chad Pennington. He's weak, yo.
Wow. I'm going to pull a name from way back here. Chad Pennington, he says.
Because he's got a soft arm. He had a soft arm. He did not have he did not throw far. That was his thing. He'd dip and dunk all day. Oh, the accuracy. Yeah, accuracy, because you can't throw far. So
no, that's true. That's true. He did have a weak arm. What's up, BC? He's prime. I'm the Commish. This goes to the post. Dropping back deep in the pocket, letting it fly league-wise. We do every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction. Touching on all the hot league topics. Breaking down all the action from Week 10. So Washington, that was a bad loss for Washington. That drops them to 4-5. And when you're chasing the Eagles, it makes them looking up at the Cowboys too with that loss. And that's not a good place to be for the Washington Redskins.
Tebow. No, the Redskins are always in it. The Redskins are always in it because they got a pretty good defense, but they always seem to break when they should just bend. And then Kirk Cousins, he goes, he'll throw all day. He doesn't care to all those bum wide receivers they got there. I mean, Vernon Davis is like the best tight end. I mean, Jordan Reed can't stay healthy. Vernon Davis is probably the best receiver they have there. I mean, they got Terrell Pryor. They got this Dotson kid who drops balls too, or gets tackled at the one. Yeah, I mean, he is making do. I mean, the game was what, 30-38 was the final score?
Yeah, 30-38.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, he's throwing to nobody and still putting up points.
Well, they got rid of all of his weapons. I didn't understand that, man. You're going to go out, you're going to franchise him, but you're going to get rid of all of his weapons. I just didn't understand that. Washington makes weird moves, and they have for years, ever since.
Well, their ownership, the ownership in Washington has been jacked for a while now. I mean, they had the whole Robert Griffin, Griffin, RG3, thing, and I don't know. That's where Kirk Cousins first came about. When RG3 went down, Kirk Cousins came in and actually played pretty well, and now Robert Griffin, he doesn't have a job.
Career. They
What's that?
murdered RG3's career. They ran that poor guy to the dirt on that knee, man. That was a sad thing to watch.
His leg was just flopping around.
Yeah, they should have totally they didn't want to set him. They wanted to try to see if he could pull off the miracle, and they just ran that poor guy into the ground, destroyed his freaking knee. But hey, it's unfortunate for him.
Yep.
And
so, the Washington's been screwed since. Dan Snyder's a joke.
Well, let's touch on a couple beatdowns here as we had the Texans just get shellacked and bitch slapped around by the Rams at home, 33-7, and they don't have a quarterback, man. We talked about this when Deshaun Watson went down. Tom Savage is bad. They're trying to pull in Josh Johnson now. I mean, they might be trying to pull in Josh Johnson, which I have no idea why. But they signed him. Oh, he signed.
Yeah, but they're still sticking with Savage.
Oh, yeah. Savage is the guy. They had McGloin for a minute. They brought McGloin in for like a day.
McGloin?
This guy sucks. Get out of here.
Yeah, wasn't he your backup for a minute?
Yeah. Yeah, he was the backup who came in and went out. Like, as soon as he came in, he didn't make the game. That freaking guy. Hey, why you gotta bring up bad shit?
Hey, my bad. It's like a steel trap with holes in it. But yeah, man, I just remember this goofy stuff somehow.
But the Rams, man. What about the Rams? I mean, who saw that one coming?
No, I mean, everyone knew. I don't know. No one knew. No one knew. I mean, they've always had a good defense, but what was going on that offensive side of the ball, no one had any idea. No. With Jeff Fisher there, they were like dinosaurs running across the field. There was nothing new in his game plans from week to week to week, that he didn't run when he was a coach of Tennessee. So then he steps down, and now all of a sudden they got this young dude. I forget his name. He's like 30 years old or something ridiculous. Yeah. And he is he is a quarterback whisperer. He's got Jared Goff playing like everyone thought he was going to be.
Last year, man, everybody was questioning the Goff. Like, why aren't you playing the guy? You guys suck, and you're not playing your quarterback that you jumped up to get. What the hell?
Not playing him. They kept him in jeans for the first 4 weeks. He didn't even dress.
It was crazy.
But now he looks like every bit the quarterback they thought he was going to be, because he is balling out. Todd Gurley is for real. Suddenly, Buffalo wide receivers come here and are playing lights out. Robert Woods out of USC. Oh my gosh, he's been going crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
He was okay in Buffalo, but not like he's been there. Oh
yeah,
no. He's balling out now. He's balling out for sure. So what do we got left? We got 3 games here to touch on. Let's start first with Dallas at Atlanta. Dallas without Ezekiel Elliott, without their offensive lineman that went down. Now they're going to miss Sean Lee for several weeks with a hamstring. They're going down the shitter quick. It's a spiral right now in Dallas. And Dak Prescott looked bad last game. Really bad.
Well, I'll start on the defense, and I'll say that without Sean Lee, that defense is not even mediocre at best. I mean, they're not very good. Sean Lee, don't get me wrong, he's a great player. He is a great player. He's a great leader. But he's also hurt every year. Every year he misses games. He has not had one full healthy season, I don't know if ever. Ever.
He reminds me of Urlacher. You know how many times I heard how great Urlacher was from every Bears fan in the world? Yes, and I know he's probably going to be all in favor. He was really good. But that subbitch was hurt all the time, too. He was hurt
but he played. He was hurt. Yeah, but he played. Urlacher didn't miss half the season unless it was real bad. He reminds me more of Bob Sanders, the safety for the Colts.
Sanders was hurt a lot, too. He was hurt a lot.
He was hurt a lot. But when he was in the game, when he was healthy, he was a game changer.
Yes, he was good. From Iowa.
At Iowa, yeah. So Sean Lee has that sort of same thing. When he's in the game, man, he makes a difference. He is a game breaker. He does make a difference. But he is often injured, and he doesn't get on the field nearly as much as he should.
No, and that's a problem. That's your biggest asset to a team is availability. If you are not available to the team, it don't matter how damn good you are when you're on the field. If they can't get you on there, it don't matter. You can't play, you ain't going to do nothing. Now you had the battle of, you had two teams battling out there in the West Coast Prime with one win between them.
Ooh, hold on. I don't want to go West Coast yet. I still got Dallas. Yeah, Ezekiel's out, and it's obvious. That offensive, but what's even a bigger impact is the fact that their left tackle is out too. Now, that was supposed to be the best offensive line in football.
Oh, yeah,
and now
Jesus Christ, almost forgot. I'm glad you stopped me. Good Lord, how could we not mention Adrian Claiborne, who just absolutely, Jesus God, almost forgot about that. It's like one of the biggest stories of the day yesterday.
Yeah, Adrian Claiborne went bananas. And had 6 sacks.
2 forced fumbles, 1 recovered. That's good God.
The game of his life.
With his contract incentives for one game, for that one game yesterday, he made $750,000 due to contract incentives for that one game check because of what he did yesterday statistically. That is
$750,000
for one game.
For one game.
I mean, and
wow.
Did you watch? I don't know if you watched. I watched that particular game, so I heard when they were talking about it right afterwards. And Michael Strahan even said, he said, listen, you can put me out there, and I don't care. So what that the guy got hurt that he's number one he's supposed to go against? He said, those are professionals out there. And he said, nobody gets 6 sacks in the game, even if you're going against the Browns' offensive line. He said,
right?
So you can't discount the fact just because a starter went out, a professional came in to replace him. This guy still got 6 freaking sacks. That doesn't happen.
And how many did he have before this game?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
None.
Did he? 0, really? Wow. He was just like, damn.
You got to wake up. Nah, he might have had 1 or 2, but I could swear it's 0.
Couldn't honestly tell you, unless it says in this story here. But the Falcons look like they may be back to where they were. We'll see.
We'll see. They're still wait and see. They're still that wait and see team. The Falcons.
They are they're 5-4, and that division's gonna be. That could end up being a tough division because the Saints are on a 7-game winning streak. The Panthers, I do believe.
Thanks, guys.
The Panthers are pounding the Dolphins right now, right?
Yeah, I think so. But no, Clifford and Lions got up there. Said he's got 11.5 sacks on the season. Talking about Claiborne.
Good man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good looking out. I appreciate it.
Checkers. Thank you.
Sometimes I can't even control what comes out of this mouth. It might be true or it might be bullshit. It's hard to tell sometimes. So by all means, if I drop a stat, check it, please.
Sift through the bullshit.
Yeah. Or just accept it as the truth and move on.
No, we don't want that. You'll be standing at the bar spitting shit. Score alert, jukebox with this 34-14. Oof. Ouch. Yeah, well, the Dolphins are not a good team. We almost let him be closer than it should have been last week. Game shouldn't have been close. All right, we got 2 games left, Prime, from last week. The one game on the West Coast at the Niners. The Giants come to town. 1 win between the 2 of them. And C.J. Beathard, you son of a bitch, ruined me in fantasy. Cost me my fantasy game. Ugh. Who thinks
That's his best game as a pro.
Well, it was his first start as a rookie. He comes out and kills
What
it.
was his first start?
Wasn't his first start?
No,
it wasn't his first start. This is his best game as a rookie.
Yeah.
Man, he killed me. He had a solid game.
No. Well, the 49ers at least tried. That's more than I can say for the Giants right now. The Giants aren't even trying. They got that cornerback, Senoras Jenkins or whatever, man. He wasn't doing anything. He's doing that Olay tackle, like, woohoo, like Olay. And they're gone. Touchdowns. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, Bob McAdoo needs to be fired. Like, Eli Manning needs to retire.
Well, the ownership is saying that they have 100% support for McAdoo, which that's just what you say until you fire his ass at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's just owner talks for
and
like.
He pulled out his cliche book for owners. We have full support with Mr. McAdoo. Because when are you going to make a freaking change? You got 1 win. Why stick somebody else in there? What's he going to do? Nothing. Let this guy ride out the shit storm and then fire him at the end of the year. That's what's going to happen. This guy's throwing his team under the bus at like every press conference. It's not good.
Yeah, but his team, I mean, like, I don't even recognize the wide receivers. Like, King, like, they got practice squad dudes up in there playing for the Giants.
Sterling going in fantasy, and other than him, they ain't got anybody. And
they got that tight end. They got the tight end, Evan Ingram. He's pretty good. Yeah. But other than that, they got, like, Tom and Dave off the street.
They are not a good team. They're not a good team. Well, let's talk about Sunday Night Football, Prime. Last night was ugly. Ugly. New England went to Denver, and it wasn't much of a game.
Nope.
It was bad. Donkey down. Donkey down. It wasn't good, man. It wasn't good.
I mean, Tom Brady.
Bad.
Yada. What's up with Martellus Bennett? Did you hear about Martellus Bennett? The tight end, Martellus Bennett. He gets cut by the Packers?
Well, now, there's more to that. Did you hear about it today? Because supposedly, he was supposed to have season-ending surgery.
Shoulder surgery.
Is what he told Green Bay. They're like, oh, we'll just get rid of your ass in. He's like, all right, I'm going back to New England. Screw you
Passes a physical. Passes a physical.
Yeah.
And now he's on Tom Brady's team again.
Surgery, but you can pass the physical and play the same week.
Shenanigans.
Shady, a little.
Yeah.
Little shady. Yeah.
So,
like
yeah.
That.
I mean, everyone was talking about New England in the beginning, how they looked really suspect, including myself. I thought time had come for them, and I was wrong suddenly. I mean, Denver still has a defense, kind of, but, man, they just got out-coached and outplayed. Like, New England.
It was bad. It was bad.
The Cheatriots are still doing good.
They are. They disgust me. But they keep winning.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. Until somebody's going to knock them. They're 7-2 again, Prime. 7-2. Like, seriously, again?
So New England 7-2.
Steelers 7-2. Top 2 teams in the AFC. The Steelers and the Patriots are both 7-2. Those are your top 2 in the AFC right now. Which, coming into the season, I would have put those 2 up towards the top. So it's not a huge surprise, either one. I would have put them up. I thought we would have been a little closer up in there, but we're working our way back.
Yeah.
The Titans, everybody thought they would be a playoff team. They're up in there.
They don't look like Super Bowl contenders, though. The Titans don't look like Super Bowl contenders.
They don't. They don't. Not at all. I agree. Mariota, I don't know, man. Sometimes I see it from him and sometimes I don't. I'm not sold on him as I know some others are. But you got the Jags and the Titans sitting at 6-3 leading their division. The Chiefs are 6-3 leading theirs, and then you got the Patriots and the Steelers at 7-2. So that's what you got going on. And in your NFC, you got 8-1. The Eagles are running away with the East right now. The Rams at 7-2 with the Seahawks 6-3 right behind them. And then the Vikings at 7-2 with the Lions and the Pack, both 2 games back at 5-4. And then the Saints. This division, I think the NFC South could be interesting. Because you got the Saints at 7-2, the Panthers at 6-3, and the Falcons at 5-4. And they all got to play each other yet again. So that could be very interesting down the stretch. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a good race coming down the stretch. I mean, the teams that I think are absolutely for real, I think Philadelphia is absolutely for real. I think New Orleans is absolutely for real. I think the Rams are for real in the NFC. In the AFC, man, it's stupid Patriots. I don't know.
I know.
Tom Brady. Whatever.
I know. I don't either.
Yeah,
but
it's like kicking the gut.
Right now, it's them. The Steelers have. I know their record says 7-2, but they just haven't. Other than beating the Chiefs when the Chiefs were, looking like they were the best team in the league, they don't have that signature win other than that one. The rest of them have kind of been, yeah, you should have won those games. You're supposed to beat Indianapolis. You're not supposed to win it. And they haven't.
I don't know. I think it's late enough in the season. I think it's late enough in the season where your record is who you are. It doesn't matter who you played now. I mean,
true. I think the NFC's stronger this year.
That's for sure. That's for sure. The AFC is definitely down. I mean, you got your cream at the top and all that kind of good stuff, and I still think that AFC West is, man, it's gonna be a dog race down to the last week of the season.
Absolutely. I think the AFC West is going to get real interesting because the donkeys and the chokers have fallen out of it, and then the Raiders are coming up, and the Chiefs are getting a little questionable. They haven't really fell too far, but they're starting to show a little. They're going to hold it together down the stretch. They've got a fairly favorable schedule. That's the only thing. The Chiefs have a very favorable schedule down the stretch, a little better than ours.
Chiefs, man, Andy Reid is a genius, but they are kind of running a college offense right now. They need to just get down to brass tacks. I'm sorry. They got some good players. Just run it, man. And, man, I don't know. They're trying to get too fancy with tight end arounds and whatnot. Like, what is that? Anyway. So I think
they got them speed guys, and they keep trying to use them,
Well, yeah, but they're not even trying to be traditional about it in any way, shape, or form. They're trying to do, like, trick plays, hooks and ladders and whatnot, But that's Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a football genius, so.
Yeah, that's right, I suppose. He'll kill a buffet, too. He's a football genius, and he'll put the hurting on a buffet. That's the man. But
dropping shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yes. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I hate him. I agree. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Well, Prime. Back on Wednesday.
Yes, I will be back on Wednesday.
Plus, he's bringing the Prime Cut on Wednesday as well.
Bringing the Prime Cut. The Prime Cut's coming back. All right. Not to mention,
Prime back on Wednesday.
Roger Goodell is undefeated. Ask Ezekiel
He's correct. No, you don't go against Roger Goodell. He will win. He will win. So, you had some action in Week 10. Wasn't no silver and black action. It was unfortunate, but we tried at Raider Reaction to get you past the not having any Raider football to watch this weekend. So I hope you checked out our pinned post on the page, which was all of our coverage clipped together, all the gold nuggets out of the coverage on location from this past weekend at the Miami Invasion. It is the pinned post on the page. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. I think you will enjoy it. We take you behind the scenes of the entire Raider Nation party, tailgating action, 4-dub performance, and pretty much everything that went down, even the touchdowns, all the way through. And that is the pinned at the top of the page on the Raider Reaction page. So check it out. Check it out. So we tried to help you get, at least have a little Raider flavor yesterday. So we posted that up and shared it all over on Sunday. So you had a little Raider flavor. I hope you caught the groundbreaking earlier that we streamed for you. If you didn't get a chance to see it, go back on the page. It was posted on there. We streamed the entire groundbreaking ceremony from Las Vegas, stadium groundbreaking, so that's also on the page. Go check that out as well. And tomorrow, make sure you join me tomorrow, because every Tuesday on Raider Reaction is the Raider Nation Report with yours truly. 1 hour, 60 minutes of nothing but every goddamn thing silver and black. It's all ripped through all the freaking news, everything. Yeah, oh, we had Chuck and Lines here tonight. Oh, it's like an old school Raider Reaction reunion. My God, we had Terry, we had T Courts, Jukebox, Chuck, and Lines. It's like the four original horsemen. It's gonna get misty. I had y'all back, all together. So I appreciate you guys joining me. But remember, tune in tomorrow for the Raider Nation Report with yours truly, as I will rip through everything, getting you ready for Week 11, Mexico City, at Mexico City Patriots. Payback! Man, I just think this is ours. I believe that the turnaround began last week, and it will continue in Mexico City. I laid it out how we were going to do it weeks ago. We were going to beat Miami. We were going to go in happy and feeling good into the bye week. We're going to come out for our mini Super Bowl and beat the Patriots. And then it's a 6-game season. And we're going to go 5-1 down the stretch. And we're going to win the damn division. I still believe. I'll always believe. Until we are eliminated, I will always believe. Always. How can you not? It's sports. Miracles happen every day in sports. Every year somebody's saying, I've never seen that happen before. Well, guess what? It could still be a silver and black Super Bowl. 100%. We've only lost 5 games. It ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. If we go out and win this game, it ain't over. So join me tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, for the Raider Nation Report, as we rip through everything silver and black, as I'll touch on every major news nugget we got out there. Get you ready for the teams. I want to touch on a little bit of the draft class, rookies, and get you ready for Week 11. We got to get that W, Raider Nation. We got to get that W. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I'm out. Peace. Love.